Oh, hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome into the classroom this time. Third video here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit today about FF7. That's on IXL, and that's area between two rectangles. Now, this is actually going to be a lot easier for you than it may sound at first. Because remember, first off, we know the area of a rectangle. The area is basically length times width. Now, what's going to be crucial here is subtraction. Subtraction of either the light area from the shaded area or the shaded area from the light area. And let me show you what I mean. Here you see we have two rectangles, okay? Now they're drawn like this. We have a large rectangle with a smaller rectangle inside of it, okay? Now the larger rectangle has a length of 16 feet and a width of 17 feet, okay? The smaller rectangle has a width of 9 feet and a length of 10 feet. So the first thing you want to do is just find the individual rectangles. Let's do the little one first. Length times width. Well, 9 times 10. That makes 90. Cool. Now let's find the big one. We have 16 times 17. So 16 times 17. 7 times 6 is 42. We put a 2 there, we carry a 4. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. Placeholder, 1 times 6 is 6, and 1 times 1 is 1. Now we add those together. 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 6 is 7, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So this larger one is 272 feet squared. This smaller one is 90 feet squared. So it says, what is the area of the shaded region? Well, you wouldn't just do this whole thing because remember, this white area is like you cut a hole out of it. So if you've taken this part out, then that's not shaded anymore. So all we do is a subtraction problem. We take this 272 and we take away the 90. So check it out. 272 minus 90. 2 minus 0 is 2. We borrow. This becomes 1. This becomes 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. And then the 1 just drops. We get 182 square feet. So let's type that in. 182, enter. Excellent. Smart score hops to 10. Remember, you want your smart score to be 80 or higher. If you get the full 100 points, you're going to get that 10-point bonus and the shout out. But all you have to do to get your lesson finished and get full credit is get 80 or higher. Okay? Here's another one. Take a look. Now once again, we're not doing anything new. It's rectangles, so length times width. The only thing you're doing here is subtracting. You subtract one from the other. So, what is the area of the shaded region? So here's my large one. The large rectangle, it is 11 meters by 11 meters. The smaller rectangle is 7 meters by 7 meters. I guess what I should say here then is these are squares, right? Because length and width are the same, length and width are the same. 11 times 11. So remember, this is this big shaded area. But we've cut this square hole out of it. So this piece of paper is missing, right? So 11 times 11. Well, the big one is 121 meters squared. The small one is 7 times 7. Well, 7 times 7 is, you got it, 49 meters squared. And now we subtract. We borrow from the 2, it becomes a 1. This 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 9 is 2. We borrow from the 1, we give it here. 11 minus 4 is 7. 72 meters squared. We come over here, 72 meters. Super. Smart score jumps to 19. Let's do one more for today. Okay? And once again, This should be fairly straightforward for you. I would bet a lot of you can just go get the 100 real easy. We have, now it's gone sideways. So we have a rectangle that has a length of 16 yards and a width of 11 yards. The cutout piece inside of it, 7 by 11. So 7, 11. Okay, find the two areas first. So length times width, 16 times 11. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1. Placeholder. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1. 6, 7, and 1. 176 for the big figure. Okay, now the small one, 7 times 11. Oh, that's 77 yards squared. And now we just subtract. So 176 minus 77. Well, you know, if that was 177, this would work out easily to just an even 100. But 176, take 77 away, we're going to get that 99, right? We're going to borrow here. This becomes a 6. 16 minus 7 makes 9. And then borrow 16 minus 7 makes 9. 99 yards squared. That's it. So once again, as you see, SMART score at 28. At a SMART score of 100, you get a bonus 10 points and a shout out. At a score of 80 or higher, you are done. And one thing I want to mention before we knock off today's lesson, you know, it doesn't matter where they put that area. For the problems, they keep putting it dead center, but I want to show you something. Here's this one. So it's 10 by 10. And then they've got the square right in the middle, but guess what, folks? It doesn't matter. If you move the square over here to the corner, and it's still, this one is 6 by 6, the area is still going to be the same. It's the same. It doesn't matter whether the cutout is in the middle, or the cutout's in the corner, or the cutout's slightly to the right or to the left, because all we're doing is the same. Length times width. What's 10 times 10? 100. Nice job. What's 6 times 6? 36. Thank you. Now we got 100 minus 36. Okay, this becomes a 10. Now I borrow from the 10 and make it a 9. This becomes a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 3 is 6. For 64 millimeters squared. We put in 64. We hit enter. It says I'm brilliant. You guys already knew that. Anyway, I miss you all. I know it might be a while till we get to see each other in person. If I get to see you out in public, make sure you drop by and say hi. Leave me any comments. Tell me anything in the Google Classroom you think that I could do to make these videos better. In the coming weeks, I'll do the videos for this, but I'll also be doing some science experiments that you guys can do at home. And I'll be showing you how to do that here in the lab too. And don't think I forgot about your rockets. I'll make sure that when we come back, we're launching those as soon as possible. I've got them all set and ready, and just know I miss you all, guys. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're staying healthy. And if I can do anything to help you, just let me know. Have a great day. Go Mustangs. Go Cards. Bye.